Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed on. None but the servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Rise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another! Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel for the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. Paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Hey guys. And here we have the very first primal fight of the game. Oh! Ow! Just to use that. Ow! Rude! Oh, you okay, buddy? I think I've seen that person before. Kill the nail. Ow. Kill the nail. Come on. Kill the nail. There you go. That's what I'm doing. Where are you? Up. And that's why we attack the nail. Okay, we can do this. This is the first official boss, I guess. I guess if you want to consider the primal fight in the boss fight. Almost at half health. Where is that nail? Nail should be coming real soon. There it is. Murder the nail! Murder it! Ow! Rude! So good, so good, so good. Done. Oh, so you're kind of easy because you're like the first primal we have to fight, so there's also that. Oh, run away. Ooh, didn't quite get out there in time. Thank you. And you didn't even bother moving. Like at all. Wow. At least I tried to dodge. I just didn't get out there in time. I love that attack. crystal. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear you seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Woo! I see the blood sworn and wasted no time extracting the captivities. No less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Sire. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let's continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir! Now that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'Dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely on 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely on. Never the pessimist, my dear Lavia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meteor of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there is aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Ah, there you are, Cyrith. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing the gods' ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, at least for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said for their minds. For once a man is tampered. But it ill suits me to dwell on negatives. Amidst our misfortunes, there's no reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Sireth. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for challenge remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way, I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? Or else problems won't solve themselves. First things first, repair gear. Then the Waking Sands. And let's go to Horizon. This way. That way. Whoop. Ifrit is slain. We just killed a primal. And you can bet this gonna be more where that came from. Whoop. Da 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 la 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 la. Sup? The triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Sireth his life. I wasn't there when the Almaja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Sireth, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put pay to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Almaja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning the primal Ifrit. Nor is his tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Nimza, Lominsa, and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these creatures are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here. The stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated sort of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that the incidents involving the crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leads us to the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, the primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains the strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful the gods become. The primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents really give. And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his soul, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Cyrith. You may be sure it won't last long. Once people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I feel you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Mephilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you are present included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom we cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you continue to stand with us, Cyrith. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisa would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. And I think it's time to end the episode. Wasn't that a fun adventure?